This is Billy Bubba, and this is my YouTube Survival Prepper channel. I'm going to teach you everything you need to know to survive the coming apocalypse. Because you read the news lately? If not, I'll do a live chat later, and I will read you the news, and I'll tell you my opinion on it. And you can comment and leave me 25 hours, and I'll tell you even more stuff that I think. Got to have this bug out vehicle. I'll teach you how to get it. When shit hits the fan, the zombie apocalypse, you need this vehicle. It comes with everything. 5 miles to the gallon, you get stock up, you can go from here to the store. Let's see what we got inside here. Because we're gonna chat here a little bit. Got everything in here you could possibly want. Got everything you need in here. Ammo box full of tools, useless, rusty tools. Got some MREs from 1985. I'm sure they're still good sitting in this vehicle. Got an army helmet. Got a going to walk around. I call this a walkabout. And I'm going to show you the garden. And it's hot as hell out here. Got chickens. They ain't reproducing. They're not ours anyway. Here's our garden. This will probably make enough food for 2 people for a week. So we're good. Good for survival there. You know, if we're lucky, if it grows a little bit better than it did last year. Family of 4 here, it might last 2 weeks. So we're good for the apocalypse. That's good enough, because I got plenty of survival food. Last me 2 years, and you need that. And I'll put a link in the bottom for you to order some. It's guaranteed to last 25 years. You know, and this is the property here. Hold on. Here you go. There's the property. What I'm going to do is, I'm going to cut these trees down. And cut some more down over here and move all this pile over there. And there's the chickens. You know, and if they don't start producing more eggs, you know, we could eat the chickens. You know, right, Jack? Right? You guys gonna lay some eggs? Your girl's gonna lay some eggs. You're gonna protect them. So tomorrow I might do a live stream working in the garden, cutting trees down. And for you lucky ladies out there, the prepper ladies, I might take my shirt off so you can watch my my flab roll around while I'm working in the yard, sweating my ass off. I know how you girls are. So we're going to go live here. We're going to sit down and talk about some things that you guys need to know. All right, let's get to it. Hey, my YouTube people. Billy Bubba coming at you. From my Korean War, early Vietnam era army truck, EMP proof, 4-wheel drive, guaranteed to go through anything, anywhere. You can survive indefinitely in here. 4 miles to the gallon, but you can hold 2 jerry cans in here with all your shit. So you should be able to make it from your bug out location where you're at right now, or your bug in location. You should be able to make it to the next gas station. Going live, and let's see who's in here now. Let me see who's here. Hey, Norma Jean, thanks for that. I appreciate that. Oh, thank you. Yep. Oh, sorry to hear about your mom. Thank you about the money. Anyway, what I was talking about was, what the hell was I talking about? Hey, yeah, how you doing? Yeah, I heard about that on the news too. Don't worry, I'll cover that in the next video. Or the next hour. Oh, thank you for that, Chad. Much appreciated. I'll send you a coffee mug. So, what I was talking about was... What the hell was I talking about? I forget. This chat messes me up. Anyway, I got these things just for you people, my fans, and my subscribers. If you watch my videos more than 100 times, I'll send you this, or for $29.95, you get the Billy Bubba coffee mug. I signed that myself. That's me. They ain't printed. I did that myself with a magic marker. Got these at the dollar store. A couple of them I even got at the dump. Just for you. And what else was I going to say? Oh yeah, I want to build a castle. I want to knock all these trees down by myself. Going to build a castle out there. You know what I'm talking about, right? Like doomsday preppers. Gotta have that. And anything you need to survive, I got freeze-dried food to last 35 years. Guaranteed to be good. And if it ain't any good in 25 years when the apocalypse comes and you open those things of food up and it ain't no good, who you going to bitch to anyway? You know what I mean? We're all going to die eventually, so don't worry about it. But I got a sale going on right now, 15% off if you buy $1,000 or more. But make sure you get it, you know, because I get a kickback from that. And, oh, what was that? Who we got here? Oh, yeah. Oh, your dad's on dialysis and you can't afford the machine? Thanks for that $500. Much appreciated. Yep, I'm going to get a couple more chickens. Maybe even get me a solar panel. Thank you very much. So what we're going to talk about is the news. You see the news? I don't know if you got TV or not, but I don't know where you live. I guess a lot of people don't get the news, because I get the news on my phone, and I'm going to read you the news. Any kind of donation you give me is much appreciated. Oh, just for a minute here. All you preppers out there, and the newbies, and you know, die-hard preppers, go get a cup of coffee. I'm going to talk to the kids for a second. So go ahead, you know, go to the bathroom. This is going to be a conversation just between me and the kids. Hey, kids, are they gone? Are they gone yet? What I want you to do, go on Mommy's pocketbook, Daddy's wallet, and look for little pieces of paper. You know what I mean? They got dollars. They got numbers on them. 1, 2, 5, 10. Take as many as you can. Stick them in an envelope. Go through your dad's drawer. Look for an envelope and a stamp. Send it to Uncle Billy Bob, 321 Timbuktu, USA. And I will send you a coffee mug and maybe a piece of bubble gum. You like that? Mommy and Daddy got it safe. You know how to get Mommy and Daddy safe? You might see a couple things with bands on them like this, with a 100 on them, like this. You see these bad boys? You get a couple of these, put them in a bigger envelope, and send them to the same address. Uncle Billy Bubba, 321 Timbuktu, USA. And I'll send you a surprise. That's just between us. Uncle Billy Bob's here to help. What is it? Uncle Billy Bubba is here to help you. So you need to prep, you need to prepare everything you need. Apocalypse coming. Doomsday's coming. Could be a meteor strike, could be an asteroid. Government tells you to prepare for like 3-4 weeks for natural disaster. You need to stock up for 6 years worth of food. I can get 2 or 3 years in this thing, you know. That's what you need. Again, I don't know what happened. I don't know what we were talking about, but they didn't like what I was saying. I'm a targeted individual. They shut me down. I said something on YouTube they didn't like in a live stream, but they allowed me back up in 5 minutes, so we're all good. We just won't talk about that. You know what we're talking about, right? This is Piney Prepper Bill. Today I want to talk about certain prepping channels are full of shit. I don't know why you're watching this stuff, why you're giving them money. And another channel I was watching talking about why would you take any prepping information. I mean, all these preppers are full of shit, or mostly many of them. But why would you take any information for survival from somebody who preps that's a smoker or overweight, can't carry this, can't do that, if you're old? That to me is funny as shit. You know, I would take more information from a World War II or Korean War vet that smokes, chews tobacco, you know, is missing a leg. These people have survived and been through shit. My grandparents went through the Depression. They could fix things, they could grow things, they could sew. I would listen to more of them. You know, they can't do much, but if you had a problem in a shit hits the fan scenario, they're the people I'd want with me. You know, they would know how to do stuff. Maybe they couldn't physically do it, but they could help you. You work as a community. I wish my grandfather was still here today. You know, we have neighbors, you know, shit hits the fan. I can kill a deer. I skinned them when I was younger. I don't remember how to do half that, and I'd be scared I'd mess it up. But we have neighbors. We have a hunting club right over there. They would do it for me. To think that somebody is going to carry a backpack and bug out is just hilarious. You need to be prepared for all kinds of situations and scenarios, like a forest fire. I'm ready. If a forest fire happens, I got a trailer. We've got the pigs, we got crates, everything goes in the trailer in the back of the pickup, and we can be out of here like that. I'm older, you know, I'm not in the best of shape. I got physical problems, you know, it is what it is. But when shit hits the fan, when the fire comes or whatever, and we got to get out of here, I can move, I can hustle. I've seen neighbors that are 25 and 35 years old struggling to carry a case of water to the car. They don't have a clue, like, oh, where's the fire? What am I doing? I got no reception, and, you know, I don't want these people in my group, okay? These prepping channels you're watching that are monetized, and I'm selling t-shirts and hats and mugs and doing live streams, you're throwing your money away. If they're taking money from you on live streams, they're stealing from you, and they're lying to you. They should tell you, don't give me money, go buy a case of water. Go put that money towards a water filtration kit. Don't give it to me. I'm not going to call out any channels. I don't watch them anymore. But somebody will comment or call me up like, did you see so-and-so? I'm like, no, I don't watch them anymore. You guys see this. Some of the stuff that I used to watch 2 and 3 years ago, they seem to be okay. But now they quit their job, they're making money, and they're building all this shit with your money, and so they have to, for money, they have to make a video every day for views and for money, and they're just making shit up. Well, today we're going to can this, or we're going to vacuum seal this, and some of the stuff I saw them do, if people listen to that, they're going to die. In 10 years from now, if they need that food, it's going to be bad. I say right now, the stuff I saw that this one guy do 2 years ago, if he went to that food right now, it'd all be bad. Don't watch these big prepping channels. Go to the internet, go buy a book on survival, and they call it prepping now, but just preparedness for power outages, and start small, work your way up. I would rather have a smoker on my team that has a good mind than an alcoholic. If you drink, I've seen these preppers talking about stuff, they got a can of beer, and nothing better than a bunch of crazy preppers with guns and ammo with an attitude with a bunch of alcohol. Don't listen to these people, and you don't want them in your group. Because when shit hits the fan, they're going to be drunk as hell. There's too many chiefs and not enough Indians. And you won't have to worry about them when shit hits the fan, because they're going to kill themselves off. But as far as prepping, there's so many different kind of preppers. It used to be preparedness, where this prepping thing came from. And then you have these doomsday preppers. And yeah, you see a lot of guys, big like me, fatter, riding quads and building castles. And if shit hits the fan, they'll end up killing themselves. There's no unity. It's all reality TV is all reality, real scripted crap. But the doomsday preppers gave the prepping community a bad name. And now all these big channels getting monetized, quit their jobs, and I'm not even going to go there. But, you know, why would you take information from anybody that smokes or is overweight? Well, a lot of people survived more shit than you will, ever. If we got a bug out, I can. You know, we can go at any time. I can do more when shit hits the fan than half the kids today. I don't know if I would want a muscle-bound 23-year-old in my group today, because they don't have the mindset for it. They don't. They play video games, and just because the video game, they can run all these military things and 15 clips and they got 20 guns. In reality, they can't do shit. I've seen it all the time. When the power goes out for 3 freaking hours, people are suicidal. I don't want them on my team. I don't care if they don't drink. Drinking, I don't want any parts of it. I used to drink. I always wanted a tattoo of the Jersey Devil because I was brought up with that around here. My dad said, don't get a tattoo. Wait 10 years until you're going to regret it. You will always regret a tattoo. Wait 10 years. If you still want it in 10 years, I got drunk one day. I had the army truck and talked to a buddy. Haven't seen in a long time. We went to a tattoo parlor. Going to get a tattoo of the Jersey Devil. He got one of something. I don't remember what it was. I come home the next morning. My wife said, what'd you do? Get a tattoo? Because I had it all wrapped up. I said, yep. She said, what'd you get? I said, I got the Jersey Devil. No, I didn't. I got the frickin' Biohazard logo. That's from alcohol. And 2 days later, I called the friend that I was with to tell him, like, oh my God, I didn't get that tattoo. What'd you get? He said, I don't know what you're talking about. I said, the other night when I saw you at the bar, we went and got tattoos. He said, I haven't seen you in 3 years. So that's not who I was hanging out with. Drinking is not good, period. I don't drink, haven't drank in years. And, you know, drinking and driving, people drinking, running equipment, and shit hits the fan, you're going to be doing stuff with hand tools, and you're going to have people killing each other. Accidents. But people went through the Depression. People got all kinds of problems. It doesn't mean they can prepare. Okay? Somebody that's 85, 90 years old that's missing his legs from the war, I would rather have on my side than 90% of the people you see on YouTube right now. They're making money. They're selling all kinds of stuff and making you... 90% of the shit they talk about is the frickin' news. What do you think about this? Let me know your thoughts on that. Thanks for the money. Oh, I appreciate it. I'm going to do a live stream tomorrow night. Come on in. Thanks for that. Let's talk about the internet. Let's talk about this. You're giving your frickin' money away. They should all be ashamed of themselves. So I've done this video 4 or 5 times. I was out there, I was here or there. A couple times I had to edit it, so this is going to be from a couple different takes. Because a lot of stuff is not going to be good, so it's got to come out of here. Right now it's Honey Pepper Bill. I'm going to have to change the name or the brand or whatever you call it. This one guy has about 50. He showed it, I don't know, 2 or 3 years ago. He's got like 30, 40, 50 of the 5-gallon pails full of food. Vacuum sealed. In his garage. A wood shed with gasoline and everything else. Do you know how hot a shed gets in the summertime? I don't care if it's in the shade. My garage is in the shade. That's metal. That's 150 degrees when you're walking there with the windows open. We got a wood shed over there. It's got to be 95, 100 degrees in there right now. That food isn't going to last. And when these preppers say, this food is guaranteed, forget the other ones. I watched one guy saying that Wise gave up their information and their contact list, the people that bought Wise food. And, you know, it upset the prepper community because you're buying $1 million worth of food and the government knows who you are and where you are. Well, buy from me, this food company, they'll never do that. The hell they won't. It was by court order for some reason. I forget what it was, but I did a video on that. But none of these long-term food storage places, if the government comes to them with a court order, they want a list of this and that, they're going to give it up. So there's none of that. And nothing is guaranteed. How do you know that shit? You're going to buy 100 buckets of food that you probably won't like. If you're living off that shit every day, you'll probably kill each other. I just say you open that stuff up in 5 years. Just say they're right, and the economy collapsed tomorrow, there's a cyber attack on the food, and there's a cyber attack with the pipeline, and we're not getting electric, and everything goes down. Just say for a month, you got a month with no power, which is not unheard of, I guess. It's not the end of the world. For some people it will be, and some of these preppers, that'll be the end. They've got all this food, and how do you know it's good? If the zombie apocalypse happens, and 5 years from now they go to get that bucket of food and they open it, and it's all moldy, it wasn't sealed right, because you're not supposed to open the buckets. You're going to wait. It's a gamble. If they're all bad, who are you going to sue? You're at $100,000 or $50,000 you spent for that bunker and all this food and your doomsday bunker castle or whatever, and you got no food. Nothing's guaranteed. Nothing. Another thing. One guy's got a brand new pickup truck, 4-wheel drive, every goddamn gadget you can think of, water purification, generators, and bugged out trucks. Okay, I'm not a doomsday prepper. I'm here to teach people like basic preppings. Not prepping, but preparedness in case the power goes out. For storms. Okay, you get a storm, we lose power for 3-4 days, a week. One time we lost power for like 2 or 3 weeks. And that was, years ago. But I've learned from that. I know to have food. I know to have water. I know how to get water. And I've done videos on the water, the hand pump, and all that. These other preppers don't do that shit anymore. They read you the frickin' news, look at my chickens. This guy's got all this food, lives on a homestead or whatever. Most of these prepper. I'm not singling anybody out here. But they have all these buckets of food. They got a family of 4, cats and dogs, pigs, chickens, whatever. They don't have a truck. They don't have a trailer. I'm not bugging out. This is where we're going to stay. Well, that's all well and good. I don't plan on bugging out either. If a zombie apocalypse happens, I'm going to fight it out here if I can. But when a natural disaster comes, we don't really get tornadoes here. We get them every now and then, but nothing like you do out west. Or yeah, you need a storm shelter, some kind of tornado shelter. You might have to run. Here, we have forest fires. And, you think you're prepared. And a couple of years ago, we had that forest fire. Nobody was here. I had that truck that was all ready for a bug out in case shit happens. Well, guess what? My wife had the frickin' truck. Everybody's at work. There was nobody here. Nobody. No vehicle. I'm trying to get stuff ready. Got the pigs and all. We do have bug out bags. Everybody's got a bag with stuff in it, food, water. But we don't keep that much water in it. We have water separate if you want to take it with you. But if a forest fire comes, you're not running into the woods. There's nowhere to go. These guys got these big trucks, big army trucks. You're going to go doomsday prepper, got these big army trucks. I had one. I had several. But that deuce and a half I had was great. But you know what? They're not bulletproof. Anything can stop them. They're not real fast. The newer ones are faster. But when you get it flat, you're not fixing that in 5 minutes. And the 5 tons, you're looking at an hour to change a tire. If there's a forest fire or a major nuclear power plant, ain't that far from here either. So if we got to evacuate, the traffic's going to be horrendous. A deuce and a half, a 5 and a ton, you don't have the turning radius. It's ridiculous. And they're unstoppable. Bullshit. You see them going underwater. You see them with the snorkels. Yeah, that's on hard bottom, like a riverbed or something. I got mine stuck. I spent 3 nights in the back of it. You go into a marsh, swamp, you're done. You're not moving it.
Just so you don't think I'm bullshitting you. So you don't think I'm out at the bar playing around.
If you get a chance, call my wife, because she don't believe me either.
Yeah. You see this?
Hung up on patio.
This is what you don't do with the deuce and a half. You don't go in the swamp. My man, Bill, is stuck. My deuce and a half wouldn't even do anything. He's in the mud.
So you're going to load that truck up with all your preps and supplies? How can you be a prepper and teach prepping to people like for doomsday and sell all this food? You got buckets and buckets everywhere on your property, but you have a little Hyundai car, no trailer, no way to move it. So if you're going to leave for a forest fire, you're leaving everything behind. That makes no sense to me whatsoever. And they're all the same. Every one of them's the same. I don't understand why people are watching these prepping channels. You need to do something else with your time. Don't give these people money. Buy stuff. Buy a case of water. Put stuff away. These preppers, what have they done for you? Sell you a mug? Sell you a calendar? Have they given you anything? You know, people survived the Dust Bowl, the Depression. My grandparents, I know guys, because I'm in the military club with the military trucks, I know guys that survived World War II, Korea, Vietnam. They're missing legs. They have knowledge. I mean, my grandparents, you know, they survived all kind of stuff. They knew how to grow food. They knew how to sew, fix things mechanically, saw how to sharpen a blade. Everything by hand, nothing mechanical or nothing electric. Some of these vets that I know are missing a leg, chew tobacco, smoke, but they have the knowledge. They know how to do things. I would want them in my group. There's people around here I can count on. But as far as being fat, overweight, smoking, I don't care if you got the mindset. The kids today and people I know that are health freaks, when shit hits the fan, if it ever happened, or just you got to get the hell out of here, you can't rely on them people. So I don't know what being overweight, smoking's got to do with any of it. I mean, I just quit smoking, so maybe that's why I'm ranting. And another thing, drinking. There wouldn't be no drinking in my group. Ain't nothing worse. I've seen one prepper talking about doing all this, putting everybody else down. He's walking around with a can of beer and this and that. We're going to sit down Friday night and woohoo. Are you serious? A bunch of preppers with a bunch of guns, ammo. Can you imagine a Friday night with a bunch of these preppers sitting around a campfire, drinking their beer, sitting out back, got a fire going, and boom, power goes out. Oh, that's it. That's the big one. EMP blast. Bunch of drunk preppers with machine guns and shit. Yeah, ain't nothing going to go wrong there. I've done this video like 4 or 5 times, and I've got to keep cutting it down. I've moved, and it's hilarious. I don't want anything to do with the prepping shit anymore. I'm not a prepper for doomsday, for the end of the world, because it's impossible. You can't. How can you put a video out every freaking day? Unless you're doing something, you're teaching somebody, like a cooking. You know, you're going to show somebody how to cook or start a fire, but to read the news every day, and people watch this, and they watch 4 and 5 channels of this stuff. Why? You know, they're monetized. Okay, watch them, they get paid. They get paid. They quit their job, they're doing good, but you're giving them money? Oh my God. These people should be arrested. They're stealing from you, and they're there to help you. They're not going to be there for you. And I know, because with my deuce and a half, the Army truck, there was a bunch of us during Katrina and Sandy when they hit. I think it was Katrina when they had the Superdome or whatever the hell it was, where they were all putting people. Everybody's donating water and food. They had no way of getting it down there. None. The National Guard was busy. They had no vehicles. Do you know who moved it? Local guys from New Jersey all the way down. I got pictures of it. The North Jersey chapter of our club, a couple guys from our club in the South Jersey, took our military vehicles, our gas and diesel, our oil, our tolls. We took all that stuff from the military bases and the Walmarts and where they loaded all that stuff up. We took it down there on our dime. Hurricane Sandy down here, I was with my Army truck. I was helping people out. People didn't have power for I don't know how long. I was down there. I was giving out cases of MREs that I had stocked up. It was my supply. I had a generator, a little generator. I hooked up an extension cord so people could, hook up their cell phones and stuff like that for charging. I took ice down there, and I was helping out the Red Cross in FEMA. They were down there, and they loaded my truck up, the Red Cross, with a bunch of blankets and all this stuff to take over to the shelter where they were going. I didn't get paid for any of that. It was my gas, my dime. I did it. I helped people. Do these other preppers do any of that? They sell you shit. I ain't selling nothing, and I never will. People gotta spend time with your family. Turn the YouTube shit off. If you want to learn about prepping or you need to know about something or how to do stuff, go to YouTube, look up how do I can food. You're better off going to the source. Go to like ballcanning.com or whatever it is for the ball jars. Go to vacuumseal.com. Don't listen to all these other people. All they do is watch other stuff and they tell you. Another one's like, going to do a live stream, but if you pay, you got super chat. Give me money, and I don't know what you get out of that. What's the purpose? I don't. My channel was just to show people what to do for an emergency, how to get water, how to stock up a little bit of food, make a doghouse, make a thing for your fire pit, or how to clean your chimney. But these people, it's like doomsday every day. And then you go, click to this one, click to that one, click to this one, click to that one. They all say the same shit. They're all friends. Well, we were just over on so-and-so's channel. They were saying this. Well, everybody watches the same thing, so it's repeat. So every day they put a video out just to make money, because they have to, because they quit their job, they need the money. And they're going to be the ones that are most not prepared. Because if they got to bug out their bug out vehicles and all that food they got, where are you going to go? The traffic jams are going to be so freaking bad. I got the ambulance. I got the truck with a cap. I got a trailer so we can get the pigs. We can get out of here. The ambulance, 4-wheel drive. But that's no bug out vehicle. It's a bug out for a forest fire. You got to get it out of here for a couple of days. But you're not going to survive the apocalypse in that. It does 40 miles an hour. So yeah, I guess I got to change the prepping thing, because the way the prepping channel is, I printed out all this stuff I wanted to talk about. And FEMA, the CDC, the government, they all have pamphlets you can download how to prepare. They tell you to be prepared for natural disasters, and that's all you need. If you want to go to another prepper channel to learn how to do water filtration, or that's fine. But every day to learn the news, I understand some channels, that's their job, is they sell a certain product, or they sell survival equipment. They sell knives, they sell generators. I understand that. So if they do a video on a generator, and this is how this generator works, and it's a solar generator, that's fine. But when they start putting videos out about the U.S. is going to collapse, you need this generator, the economy this, and the president this, and you need this, and this is the best knife you need for $150. And another prepper, I watched one guy, I stopped watching him, I don't know, he wasn't really a prepper, but he was in that community, talking about you need to prep, you need to... Everybody's donating money to him. He quit his job. He's got the plaques behind him, 100,000 subscribers and all that. The one day, I don't know where he was, Minnesota or something, and it's snowing. It's ice. The worst blizzard they've had in years. And he takes an egg and throws it, and it instantly freezes. That's how cold it was. The very next day, he does a live stream, and he comes in all sweaty, and he's got one of the little army shovels, the little fold up, to make a, what do you call it? I'm getting bit. A little trenching shovel to dig a trench. He's got that. He just buried a cache of guns, ammo, and food because things are getting bad. With a little army shovel. And he said he buried it 6 feet so the metal detector won't hit it. And it was like a 55-gallon drum standing upright. So a 55-gallon drum is like 3 or 4 feet. He buried it 6 feet. So that's like 10, 12 feet. He buried by hand right after a snow and ice storm with the hand shovel. That's when I said, I got to stop watching this guy. They're all bullshit. Every one of them. The live stream is the funniest thing. You're watching a news channel that has an agenda to sell you shit. So, I don't know how much of this video I could put out. I really don't. I mean, I've been out there. This is Piney Prepper Bill. I'm signing off right now. This video went way, way longer than I expected. And when I looked up at the counter, I noticed how long it was, and I still had a lot more going. I cut all that out. I figured nobody's going to watch this video anyway, and I'm sure I'm going to piss too many people off. It is what it is. The truth has to get out there. This is Piney Prepper Bill. Hope I didn't offend too many people, and I'll talk to you in another video. Bye-bye.